We're going to start our first round of interviews with Doug here. Doug, I'm going to ask you a couple of crime-based scenarios. All I want you to do is tell me the gender and the race of each of the convicts you think they committed the crime. Okay. So the first question is, a convenience store was robbed in downtown Lincoln last night. The thief made off with hundreds of dollars and killed the clerk in the process. So with that scenario, what do you think the gender was of the person that committed the crime?
Probably male.
Male? Okay. And what race were you thinking?
Probably black.
Any reason as to why the gender? I guess the keywords in there that maybe thought male instead of female.
I don't know. I just think that theft usually is guys.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll move on to the next question.
Okay.
The second question is going to be, a group of people are attending a party at a friend's house. The person who owns the house regretfully leaves a large sum of money on top of the dresser. Later in the night, the owner runs to grab the money from the dresser to pay back a friend that bought the pieces, but all the money's missing. So with that scenario of the missing money, what gender do you think may have committed the crime?
I guess probably female, maybe.
Female? Okay. And I guess what race are you leaning towards with this one?
I'd say this one, maybe white.
White? Okay, so I guess what made you think of the gender as female this time instead of male like last time?
Because it was on a dresser, and so a girl in that person's room looks probably less suspicious than anyone else.
Okay, maybe like more anonymous than going into a bank and robbing somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, Doug. Thank you very much. Appreciate your help. All right, we're going to continue the interviewing process with John here. John, I'm going to give you a couple of crime-based scenarios. All I want you to do is just give me the certain gender and certain race of the person that committed the crime, which you think maybe off the top of your head, the person that committed these crimes. First of all, the first scenario, a shoplifter was caught stealing items consistently from Walmart over the past 3 years. So this one person continually steals from the same Walmart consistently over the past few years. What gender would you base that off of the person that committed?
Okay, first of all, that person, if he ever gets caught, will be prosecuted, and that he should be abandoned from that store and not allowed to go back in. To me, if he doesn't have the money to buy the stuff, he shouldn't be stealing it.
So what gender would you tag that person as, male or female, and what off the
Like I said, I'm going to put either sex.
Okay.
So that person, whoever, shouldn't be doing it. They have no right to be in there taking stuff. And like I said before, him or her should be banned from the store.
Okay. And do you have any specific race of the person that maybe would commit it? Maybe a stereotypical, like maybe consistent with maybe stealing from a Walmart or a convenience store or
I would say any type of store. If they don't have the money, they don't need to be in. I mean, it would be fine if they go in and look around to take stuff.
All right, thank you very much, John.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. We're going to continue our interviewing process with Raul here, and I'm going to give you a couple crime-based scenarios. All I want you to do is give me a gender and a race as to what crime was committed and to what person committed the crime. So the first scenario, a home in Midtown Omaha was set on fire last night. So with that scenario, what kind of gender would you associate with that crime?
White male.
White male. Any reason why you chose either of those selections at all?
Because they burnt the house down. Seems a little bit premeditated.
Premeditated? Okay. The next scenario, a group of 15-year-olds gets together at a friend's house to have a birthday party, including a dance. Later that evening, several of the teens who had been drinking excessively pass out because of intoxication. When the police arrive, they interview the teens to find out who purchased the alcohol. They tell the police that one parent has given it to them. So what was the race of the parent, would you suppose?
Race Mexican.
And what gender?
Male.
Any reason with those two
Mom's
answers?
not going to do something stupid and give her kids alcohol. That's a dad thing.
Really? Okay. All right, Raul, thank you very much. I appreciate your help. We're going to finish our interviewing process today with one more interview with Shirley. Shirley, I'm going to give you a couple crime scenarios. All I want you to do is give me the gender of the person who committed the crime and the race of the person who you think in your mind. So here's the first scenario. While stopped at a stop sign, the driver of a Honda Accord was forced out of a vehicle at gunpoint. The individual wielding the gun forced the driver to hand over the keys and subsequently drove away. Now, what gender do you think the person was that committed the crime that had the gun? Male. And what race? Any reason? Any race you have in mind? Anything that comes to mind at all?
I don't know. I really wouldn't.
It wouldn't
want to be racist.
It wouldn't matter. Okay, so
Yeah.
any reason why you thought a male? Any?
Because I can't see a woman with a gun holding up somebody at a stop sign.
Okay, that makes
Okay.
sense. All right.
Yeah.
Here's the last one. Last scenario. You're walking through a department store to pick up your dad's suit. that he just had tailored. Meanwhile, you pass by a department and see a person slipping a piece of merchandise into one of their bags. You realize that the person is stealing from the store, so you witness this person stealing. Now, what gender at this department store would you see?
I'd say probably a lady.
A lady, okay. And any race at all leaning towards, or maybe any race?
It could be some, what do I want to say, word? It could be Caucasian.
Caucasian? So you lean towards Caucasian? Okay. Any reason why you thought I'm female, or was there anything in the sentence that made you think a certain way?
Well, yeah, because I think when you said in their bags, I figure purse, and then you would, I don't know, that just came to mind.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate your helping us.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much.